Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You may sit in a chair or move to the floor. If you choose to remain in your chair, please cross your legs. On the floor, find a comfortable position with legs crossed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Sit up straight, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. The form of meditation we are doing today was first taught thousands of years ago by the Buddha. It is called Anapanasati or breath meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to be with. So today we'll stay present with the in breath and the out breath. Let's breathe gently, evenly, and steadily. In and out through the nose. No force, just easy, normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. We are not with our thoughts, we are only with our breath. Remember, we cannot be with both at the same time. Just staying with our breath. Our intention today is to remain aware of the breath. For each time we remain for the full length of the meditation, and each time we successfully remember to come back to the breath, we establish a new pathway in the mind. And when we see ourselves being successful, even if for a brief moment, a single return to breath awareness, we further ingrain this new pathway. And the body and mind learn that we indeed can focus, be still, and stay present. just being with your breath. Inhale and exhale. So when thoughts arise, and they will, we turn from chasing these thoughts and we return to our breath instead. And we do this again and again and again, as many times as we need to. No focus, no concentration, no chanting. Simply observing your breath. By remaining with breath, away from the thoughts, we enter a new state of mind. The mind becomes empty of thoughts and tunes into the immense cosmic energy. This is the source of all energy. This energy is the medicine which will heal your body and mind. By remaining with breath, we learn to move past the conscious, analytical mind into the subconscious mind, where the heart feels at home, grateful and free. With each breath, you relax even more. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. Let the awareness of your breath help guide the mind inward to the infinite energy within. In this one moment, nothing else exists but your breath. Remain present with your breath, easy, natural, relaxed, quiet breath. Each time you find your thoughts have once again taken you away from the breath, gently come back, move inward again. No force. Let the breath guide you in. Follow your breath. As you inhale, it takes you to this inner space of energy. And with every breath out, that infinite space inside connects with the world around you again. With each breath, you completely let go and relax. There is nothing to do right now, nowhere to be, other than right here, right now, observing the breath. Move from cognition and analysis towards intuition, a more open awareness. Still aware of your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out through your nose. How does breath feel as it moves down through your throat, into your lungs, and deep into your belly? Your mind might settle on a particular detail or an overall general awareness of breath. Let it expand. For example, notice the overall movement of breath through the body, the rise and fall of the shoulders, the chest, belly. Stay present with the sensation of breath, allowing the breath itself to be your anchor to this present moment. And if you notice the mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. Natural, easy, steady breath. Completely drop your identity, your personality, self, your ego. Whether you're male or female, whatever title you hold, just simply dropping and connect instead to the magic of breath, becoming pure consciousness. Become the energy of the breath itself. Observe what the breath has to teach you. No longer self-conscious about where you are, what you're doing. Letting go of all expectations. Let go of doing and let yourself simply be in this moment. Withdraw your attention from people, places, time, and events. Just remain present with in-breath and out-breath. Let yourself relax back into this generous, abundant, infinite present moment. Each time you find yourself returning to the known, predictable people, places, and things around you, including the self, let yourself drop back to the unknown. Let yourself drop back into the infinite energy within. By becoming one again with each breath in and each breath out. The breath will guide you inward, away from the world around you, and into a new world within. You are not your job title, your identity, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are this infinite energy within, with infinite possibilities. You are the depth and infinite spacious within. So let yourself go deeper towards this inner wisdom. And let your breath guide you in. Let not a single breath go by without noticing it, without observing. It's time to become nobody. Becoming one with the energy of your breath. Let go of the narrator, the part of your mind saying, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Be the breath itself, not the entity observing it. Become awareness itself. Become the infinite field of potential. Invest all your energy in the unknown. Linger here, exploring the breath. Remaining free of expectations, free from judgment. Allow yourself to surrender into the depths of the unknown. Fully immersed in the experience of breath. Drop into this experience, here in the present moment. The experience of breathing in and breathing out. When you allow yourself to become nothing, to become one with this infinite moment, you open up to infinite potential. You become everything. And then, wherever the mind is now, I invite you to come back to this present moment awareness with your next breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. With your next breath, I invite you to slowly bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly remove your hands and gently open your eyes. And bring your awareness back to the space around you, back to your body. Namaste. Thank you for this meditation and welcome to the new you. Welcome everyone. Welcome back. And a big clap for the meditation that we just completed today. Welcome to day 8 of Reinvent Yourself, a 21-day bootcamp course. And if anyone new has joined today, I would love to say hi to you and introduce myself as well. First, welcome. And I would invite you all to switch on your cameras, just get a sip of water and switch on so we can see each other. And I see beautiful Nalini, Nandini, Swapna, and Jitin. Welcome, guys. Okay, so anyone who's joining today, so I can, if I need to give some intro, I would do that right now. And Zubia, hi, welcome. Where are you from, Zubia?
I'm from Dallas, Texas for the third time.
You're from Dallas, Texas from the third time, and I'm seeing you for the first time.
No, I said it for the third time. I kept getting muted.
Okay, all right. So you're from Dallas?
Yes. Yes, I live in Dallas.
Dallas. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome. Welcome, Zubia. And we have all of our great warriors here. Wonderful. All right. So today, again, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Pari, and we are here uh, talking about meditation 21-day boot camp, meditation, and also introducing many spiritual science topics all these 21 days. And today, the topic is emotional intelligence. It is again going to be a very powerful topic. And for all the teachers out there, professionals out there, this topic is going to be very useful for you to understand what is happening and also to explain others about meditation, about emotions. So it is going to be a very informative session for all the professional corporate people, teachers, and who want to teach meditation out there. So we'll begin in a minute. So I'll just give an intro again. So again, my name is Pari Patri, and we come from the Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement organization, PSSM Global. The website is pssmglobal.org, where the mission is to teach meditation to spread the awareness of compassion to every individual on this earth. That is our mission, and my goal and our goal this year is to spread meditation in 50 countries. That is our goal. 50 countries we must be there to teach teaching meditation. And to enable this is a movement. To enable this, we are conducting online classes in countries in Middle East, in Africa, in South America, Europe, and North America. So we are, and also our team members are also traveling there wherever we can possible. This organization is a non-profit, non-religious, non-cult, voluntary-based organization. For teaching meditation, there is no charge. We teach meditation for free, and that is how we are able to reach so masses in all the countries. That is the one reason, because there is no excuse for anyone to join the session saying that I don't have money to pay for a session. So we don't want that excuse. We want this information to be shared with everybody. And the way all this online sessions, or the way we are able to enable this movement is through donations. That is how this organization runs. And every penny, every cent, every dollar matters here, in reaching out, in traveling to these remote areas where meditation is a luxury. In a country like Lebanon, when our master Manoj went from our team, they actually believe that meditation is for the rich, for the luxury. It is not for everyday people who are struggling. But so they were pleasantly surprised that we are going to do this for free. And it has become a movement in a country like Lebanon. And in Mexico, we are doing 2-day event in Mexico at Veracruz this May 5th and 6th, a free event. So again, this is the whole purpose is to teach meditation, that meditation can be done anywhere, anytime, and anybody can meditate. There are no levels to it. There's only one level, that is observing your easy, natural breath. There is no special posture. All you have to do is clasp your hands, cross your legs, close your eyes, and observe your easy, natural breath. No chanting, no mantras, no affirmations, no visualizations, no God thinking about anything, money, career, nothing. It's just you and your breath. That is the meditation that we are following these 21 days, and it has created miracles in so many lives. Already we are getting so many messages that just the 1 week has created so many changes within them. So I am so happy again to be here. So without delay, let's begin today's session, Emotional Intelligence. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, I hope you can see it. No, you can't see it. Okay, you can. All right. So emotional intelligence, let's begin with the quote first. We are not biological system that we see in the mirror. We are an energy, wisdom, consciousness system. This is said by Brahmashri Patri, who is the founder of this organization and also happens to be my father. So we always begin with his quote. And what he's saying is, we are not this biological systems, but we are actually energy, wisdom, consciousness system. What is it? Let's understand more about this. Today, we're going to focus more on the energy part of it, and we'll get together in another session. So emotional intelligence and spiritual science. Okay, why are we discussing emotional intelligence here? That is something first we need to understand. When you think of a perfect leader or a master, what comes to your mind? Perfect leader or a master, what comes to your mind? You can put that in the chat. This is an interactive session, guys. It's just not me talking. I want your views also. I want you to speak up also. Someone who is charismatic. Yes, okay. What else? How else would you picture a perfect leader, a great leader, a master, a spiritual teacher? Who else would you picture? Maybe you might picture someone who never lets his or her temper out of control, like no anger issues, no matter what problems they are facing, who is empathetic and motivator in your lowest. Okay, perfect, great. Aruna says, one from the masses who understands common man. That's awesome. Or you might think that of someone who has complete trust in their tribe, or again, have an empathetic ear, as Nandini said. Shweta says, mentor us and supporting us always. Yes. Okay. So these are so basically have somebody who is, let me say, put it this way, somebody who's balanced, stable, who can motivate others and in the stress situations, and that person is balanced also so that they can support other people in the time of crises. So somebody like that is what you would picture. So all of this comes from first what? Managing our emotions. We are the way we respond or the way we react to situations. How does it happen? It is influenced by our emotions. How we feel right now. I'm irritated, I am frustrated, and at that moment, the way I react to a situation is completely different than the way I react when I am very happy, in my best mood or the best time. Think about it. Think about the situations. Today, I remember I was sleeping in the afternoon. I was taking a nap and I got up suddenly because I had to go somewhere. And I got up and I was still in that subconscious mode. And I got up and I was running and I went to the bathroom. I took a shower and I was coming out and hit my knee and I got hurt. And I was shouting at my husband. I'm like, oh, why do you put this stuff here? It is getting in my way and all that. And if just because I was in stress. What was my stress? I had to get somewhere on time. That was the demand. And I was getting late. And I was not in my full conscious because I just got out of sleep. And now the small things that would not have bothered me otherwise started bothering me. And I was angry. I was frustrated. I was mad at myself that why did I sleep so late? Or why did I plan that at this time? So there are so many things happening
So at that time of stress, my emotions were going up and down, and I was not able to manage that. So now if I am that leader, I should be able to manage my emotions, even at when the demands of the external world are high, and I do not have enough resources to manage them. So this is what we are going to focus today in this session. Let's talk about what is emotional intelligence. Is basically to understand and manage your own emotions and those of the people around you. That is emotional intelligence. How do you intelligently manage your emotions so that people with a high degree of emotional intelligence know what they are feeling, what their emotions mean, and how these emotions can affect other people. Okay, if you have a EI, high level. For leaders, having emotional intelligence is essential for success. If you want to be an influencer in your life, if we all want to reach excellence, like excel in whatever we do, be a perfectionist. That is what we strive for. That is our human nature, to be good in what we do or better. To achieve that, the first thing we need is what? High level of emotional intelligence. The way you manage your emotions is extremely essential. After all, who is more likely to succeed? A leader who shouts at his team when he's under stress, or a mother who shouts at her children when she's in stress? Can anybody relate to this? I can totally relate to it. Me shouting at my kids just because I cannot manage my stress, and I'm shouting at my children. And what do they learn? They see their mother doing that. They grow up doing the same thing because that's what they have learned. So, or a leader who stays in control and calmly assess the situation, who can manage his emotions and also able to manage other people's emotions. So this is what emotional intelligence is all about. I'm going to show you a quote by Doc Shilray. She is from, they have the founders of HeartMath, which we are going to discuss today. Researchers began showing in the 1980s and 90s that success in life depended more on an individual's ability to effectively manage emotions than on intellectual ability of the brain in the head. This is what research says. Like, you can be extremely talented, extremely skilled, but if you do not know how to manage emotions, then you lost the game. Guys, my husband is in the biopharma industry. He says 80% of his work is just managing people. 20% is the work. I will ask Nandini, in our organization, what do you say? Is it the same? 80% is managing people's emotions and 20% is work?
I don't think so.
So what do you say? How do we do it?
I think we give the space and we hold the space of letting people acknowledge and evolve their own emotions. And if it is needed, we are always there. So it's, I think, 90% work and 10% managing other people's emotion.
That is because we are working with meditators. There's a great difference. So we'll talk about how meditation influences that. But so basically, this is what we are seeing around, guys. I'm sure you see in your own organization, in our own families, we are seeing this. So let's talk something interesting today. I'm going to introduce something called the heart-brain connection. Okay, this is where it all begins. But before I start this, I want to first talk about stress today. About 6 to 7 minutes, let's talk about stress. Let's define stress, which is from the American Institute of Stress. Stress is how we respond when our needs are not met. Okay, simple definition. Stress is how we respond when our needs are not met. What is the need? Like today, I had to get somewhere on time. That is the need, but I am late. So when I'm not able to respond to that need, a stress is created. A condition or feeling experienced when a person perceives that demands exceeds the personal and social resources the individual is able to mobilize. Basically, all they are saying is when the external demands exceed your inner resources, inner or external resources that you have. then that is when the stress gets created. So this is what it is. And let's talk about, is there something like good stress? Okay. Because sometimes, many people come to me and say, many entrepreneurs come to me and corporate professionals say, Pari, I need my stress. I can only function when I am in stress. Like I need that pressure on me to make it happen. Otherwise, I can't make it happen. Can anybody relate to that? Is working in stress. I totally was like that actually. When I was back in the corporate, when I had a deadline, I would be like on my A level game. Like I would be giving the best. And sometimes I would like, maybe I need the stress. Maybe I know here we have from Seattle, our master from Seattle, Pratiksha, right? Who is also, we talked about it, who is also a go-getter, who needs the stress. I need the stress to get work done. So that is who I was too. But until I knew what stress was doing to me, and I'm going to share you what that is. So there is good stress as well. There is something like good stress. What is good stress? It is called eustress. Eustress. It is basically when a new project comes, when something you like you, when you are in that positive mindset, when you take a problem not as a problem but as a challenge, like I'm gonna do this, bring it on. I'm gonna do this, like like a boot camp right now here, 21-day boot camp. I'm gonna get up and meditate. I'm gonna do this, a challenge. So this is not stress for you. This is something you take it in a positive mindset. So anything it depends on your attitude. So if your attitude towards that issue, or that it is a challenge, that you are motivated, you want to push yourself, like going to the gym. The first 1 week, I want to lose my weight. I'm going to do push-ups, 10, 20. And the 1 week happens and you have a weekend party and then done. Oh my gosh, I have to. Then that becomes what? It becomes a routine stress. Now the eustress, the good stress becomes, oh gosh, I have to go to the gym. I have work. I have kids to take care. I have to cook. I have to clean. And then I have to go to the gym. Oh my God. This is stress for me. And then you go and see in your mirror, you see yourself and like, or get on the scale and you're like more demotivated. So that becomes your routine stress. So what is the difference here? Your attitude has shifted. Your motivation level has gone down. So that is when the good stress is becoming routine stress. Now, this routine stress, if it pushes, like if there is a deadline, you have to work weekend today. Okay, fine. I'll achieve this. I'll work on the weekend. This was my scenario, guys, when I was in corporate a few years back. They asked us to work on the weekend. Good. I want to show I'm the best performer. I'm going to be there. I'm going to show them. And I used to work my weekends. I used to cancel all my plans and then work on the weekend, because I was a very ambitious girl at that time, or a woman, and I wanted to get that promotion. And then they said second week, third week, and this is the last, and it continued for 3 to 4 months. So now it became acute stress for me. Like I'm not able to. The positive mindset has been shifted to a little bit about, oh gosh, again another weekend. Okay, maybe I'll save my vacation time to go to that Hawaii or Bahamas on the cruise, and I'm just picturing that Bahamas cruise and pushing myself on the weekends. Now the whole year has passed, and this is true story, guys. The November, December comes, the holiday season comes, and I'm like, okay, if I push just this, maybe I'll get that promotion. Nobody's working, I'm working. If my boss sees that, I will get that promotion and I'll get that best performer rating. So I'm like, okay, we can go. I'll convince my husband, we can do vacation later. And the vacation has been postponed just because I want. And now it has become chronic stress. That is where I was actually. That was my situation. And what really happens when you're that, we're going to discuss that. Stress is the root of 90% today's doctor visits, physical visits, obesity, diabetes, hypertension, heart diseases, cancer, Alzheimer's, immunity problems, fertility issues, having no sex drive, fatigue as you wake up, all of these issues are because of stress. Period. This is actually a global pandemic, is stress, and how we deal with, and what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms of stress? Being impatient, frustrated easily, getting angered easily, being more in a reactive state. You're more reacting, being more about proving your point all the time. You just have to prove your point. You just can't let it go. Just can't let it go. Do you know anybody who is like that? They have to have the last word. Never be at peace. Always trying to prove that you are, ahead of the game, or the game. All of this is symptoms of stress. So if you know anybody, observe, see, and how stress impacts in many, many ways. And what does it do? Let's talk about what does stress do to your body. Let's talk about this. This is a very science example I'm going to use. This is a deer happily gazing in the forest, nicely eating his grass with his herd, doing everything. And suddenly the deer sees a tiger. And what happens? It goes into its fight and flight and freeze mode gets activated. The stress response gets activated within 2 seconds. 2 to 5 seconds, this gets activated. What does it do? So when the deer sees a tiger, what does he have to do? He either have to run, correct, to a safe place, or fight the tiger. What does a deer do? It runs. And also a freeze. What is freeze? Have you ever were driving and then a deer crosses the road? What happens? The deer, when it sees the lights, it gets frozen. It just, the car hits the deer. These are the major accidents that happen because the deer freezes out of fear. So fight or flight or freeze. So deer runs. And when it is running, 3 things get heightened. Time, body, and environment. Time, body, and environment. How much time do I have to run? How much time? Body, is my body safe? And environment, where do I run? Where do I see? So at that time, the digestive system gets shut down because you don't need to digest the food that you ate when a tiger is about to eat you. So your digestive system gets shut down, your immune system gets shut down, your endocrine system, which is your hormonal system, gets shut down. All the blood it goes up into your brain to think. You're sweating, your pupils are dilated, and everything goes into your brain. This is what happens in 5 seconds, guys. 5 seconds. This is happening when the stress response gets activated. And then the deer goes to a safe place. And as the deer is running, it's not saying, oh my gosh, how beautiful the grass is, how wonderful the sky is. It has to run to a safe place. And why? And it goes to the safe place, and then it looks around, safe, good, family is good, the tiger is not there. It goes back to its normal rhythm and then goes back to eating its grass. This is what a deer does. And this is the same system that we also have, humans also have. Fight and flight. This is a survival system that is inbuilt within us. When there is a life threat, when there is a tiger that comes to eat us. But in the modern day age, there is no tiger. But what do we have? It is the next review meeting. It is the next difficult talk with your partner, or a conversation with your teenager. All of this is stress, or getting the flight. What your next presentation? Having a conversation, or having a family dinner. Oh my God, so stressful. Family gathering. You think about family. Oh my gosh, what do I tell? What do I wear? How do I look my best? I hope she doesn't tell me I am fat again. If she tells me I'm fat again, I'm going to say this. These are the conversations that we are having, and stress before the family gathering, getting the house painted, dressed up, so that everybody comes and tells you your house looks so beautiful. And then after the party is done, you are like, oh my gosh, she said that person said, next time I'm going. And you're in stress. So these are our stressors right now. Managing getting our kid into the right school, getting our kid into the extracurricular, making sure that they are in the race properly. These are our stresses. The kid in Mexico, when I went there, they were first grade kindergarten kids, and I asked them, are you in stress? And everybody raised the hand, the kids, first grade kids. And they said, okay, how do you experience stress? They tell me, I get pain in my shoulders. I cannot wake up in the morning. I am stressed about exams. These are the terms that they have used in Mexico. And I was amazed to see that, to hear that. So stress is something just not with us. Our kids are experiencing that in their everyday life. How can we help them if we do not know how to handle it? So this is one of the most important sessions, right, in all of these 21 days. So let's talk about what's really happening. So your heart, again, going back to the heart-brain connection, this is going to be, I know you came to a meditation class and I'm teaching you a little bit of science, but trust me, it will be easy. So your brain and your heart are connected. The old paradigm, what we were taught at school, was that your brain is the controller, CEO, and sends messages to whole your body to perform. But the new science, which has been developed, which is also known as the neurocardiology, which is your heart-brain connection, is that your heart and your brain are connected. Okay, your heart and your brain are connected, and your heart sends more messages to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. Your heart has 40,000 brain-like cells. 40,000. It has its own brain. It can think for itself and sends messages to your brain. So when you feel something, for example, there was a study done in the study was that a group of people were connected to the brain sensors, the heart sensors, and the skin conductance, and the group of people were not. So these people were connected, and they were made to sit in front of a computer, okay, which would randomly show pictures to them. And these pictures, even the people who organized the test don't know what the next picture is going to be, because it is a randomly selected computer images. Okay. So now these people are sitting there and the picture is coming. It can be a soothing picture like a nature, flowers, or it can be a very disturbing picture. Okay. Like a dinosaur or disturbing pictures out there. So to their amazement, what they found out was when the picture comes in, the heart actually reacted and gave a signal before. Like, for example, so they had 5 seconds break between each picture. It goes black and the next picture comes. So before a soothing picture came, the heart actually gave a signal of calm, like peace. Everything is fine. That's signature. But when a disturbing picture came, like a dinosaur or a scary picture, the heart actually gave, before the eyes actually saw the picture, the heart gave a signature of anxiety. This was amazing. That means before even the eyes, the brain could record what the picture is, the heart knew what was going to happen. This is amazing. This is like a whole new breakthrough in the scientific world. So this is where the whole heart brain, a lot of studies have been done. This is a whole course, guys. It is an 8-week course, which I do. And I'm actually giving just a piece of it right now here. And for all the teachers and professionals, it will be great to learn all of that. So basically, this heart and brain is connected to your autonomous nervous system, which controls 90% of your physiological processes, okay? 90%. And this autonomous nervous system has sympathetic and parasympathetic, okay? Sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic nervous system is your gas pedal, like accelerator. Press, press, press. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Parasympathetic is your brake. Calm down. Take a deep breath. just relax, enjoy, be in the present. Parasympathetic. When these two are in balance, that is when we are in coherence. Okay, this is in coherence. That this is coherence. What is coherence? I'm going to show you. When physical, emotional, there are 4 domains, guys: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It is not just doing yoga, going to a fitness class, getting fancy yoga pants and drinking protein shakes does not get you into coherence. Okay. That of course builds your physical endurance, physical flexibility, but that does not mean it brings coherence to you. At the same time, emotional, at the same time, spiritual, just meditating also is not coherence. Okay. Also, I know I'm saying this, just meditating is also not bringing coherence. There, it is the 4 domains. When you are working on these 4 domains, that is when balance gets created. Physical, being in the nature, walking, having physical movement is important, because when you're receiving this excess energies, these downloads, to manifest it in your physical world, your physical body also has to process that energies. So movement is essential. Working out, exercise, yoga, be in the nature, walk in the nature, eat high vibrational food, drink water, take care of your body. All of this is essential. That is your physical flexibility. Emotional. We talked about what is emotional, managing your emotions. Today, we're going to focus more on that. It's miraculous mindset, having that mindset of miraculous self-love. This topic, this 21 days we haven't done. Nandini does a great job talking about self-love, but this time we don't have it because normally we do that in our 40 days. So having that emotional flexibility, that resilience. Let's talk about resilience. Resilience, we are hearing a lot about resilience now, but what is resilience? Resilience is that capacity. Think about your phone. How much battery do you have? That is the capacity, is your resilience. So if I'm working out every day, like I was working out after I came to California, I started working out pretty much. And then I went to Legoland with my kids and I had to stand for all day. So I saw that, okay, now I'm not tired I'm not tired because I was working on my physical level, fitness. So I was not tired. So when I needed it, I could use that resilience, that capacity. So when you build resilience, when you build capacity at the time of crises, at the time of a stress thing, you can use that capacity. So that is why we need to build our resilience. So emotional, spiritual resilience, when you meditate every day, 2 hours, 3 hours, you build your spiritual resilience. What is spiritual resilience? Spiritual flexibility, being open-minded, being tolerant of other people's belief systems. This is where, because of the lack of spiritual resilience, wars are happening. My religion is, my God is a God. Your God is wrong. My God is right. This is the topic that we are all fighting from ages. Follow my religion, follow your religion. My leader is good. This is where all the problems are coming. So spiritual resilience to increase, open-mindedness, tolerance is essential. And how do you get that? Through meditation. Mental flexibility, awareness, ability to focus, acceptance that, okay, you are right, I am right, it's okay. I don't have to prove my point all the time. I'm letting go of being perfect. I don't have to be perfect all the time. I'm okay to let go. I have that mental peace, mental peace. So my peace is important than being right and proving it. So all of this being okay, acceptance of everybody's views is mental. And how do you get that? Through reading books. We talked about it yesterday. By that, you expand your consciousness, you expand your perspectives, how you perceive things. It's okay. This is how I view from my side. I understand how you view it, and I am tolerant of it. So all of this comes together. Emotional flexibility is, again, we talked about it, is able to manage our own emotions and be in a responding state, not in a reactive state. That is emotional flexibility. So, guys, we have our brain and our heart are electromagnetic. Okay. Our heart is 5,000 times more magnetic than our brain. 5,000 times. And what you're seeing is we have an electromagnetic field 3 feet from around us. This is not aura that we talk about. This is actually electromagnetic field. So this is where we broadcast information. So sometimes if I was like, I'm like, if I don't like Zubia, I'm like, in my heart, I'm feeling, Zubia, why are you here? I don't want to see you here. But I'm saying in my mind, I'm saying, I'm telling you, Zubia, I'm so happy you're here. So what a wonderful day that you're here. So my heart feelings and my mind thoughts are not in alignment. When you're not aligned, Zubia can see through and say, Pari is fake. She's not authentic. I can totally sense it. How do you sense it? Because the information that I broadcast in my field is chaotic, is not coherent. That is how you sense it. Like this girl is fake. I don't believe what she's saying. So you can get that sense. We talk about the vibes. When we enter a room, we get that vibe. Something is off. Something is not right. Or something is great. I like this house. It has a great vibe. How do you get that? Your nervous system is sensing the electromagnetic, waves, and and some people can even sense earthquakes being coming. They can sense it. They can through their nervous system. And some people, like people who have arthritis, they get knee pain before a rain comes. They can sense, oh, is the rain coming? I have knee pain. So your body actually senses what is happening around you. It is very, very energetically aligned. So this is something interesting, that when you're in alignment, mind, heart is an alignment, the information you broadcast in your field is being communicated the right way. And this is a whole energetic communication module. There's so much to it, guys. How do you communicate? We can talk about it a whole day. It is not just your body language, your tone. There's so much more to it, and how to be an influencer. So that can be another whole class. So your heart basically has certain rhythms, the way it sends messages to your brain. So if there is tension or anxiety, it creates a specific signature. If it is calm, it creates a specific signature like this. So this is incoherence. This is coherence. So when it is incoherent, that means when you're in frustration, irritation, impatience, worrying, anxiety, depression, sadness, guilt, jealousy, drama, gossip, judgment, so many more. We'll talk all about that. It brings incoherence. When you're in gratitude, compassion, patience, confidence, it's creating coherent signs. So telling your brain that, hey, everything is fine. You don't have to start your stress response. I am all good. So that is how. So now for depression or for anxiety, normally the old paradigm is going to the doctor and getting pills. What does it do? The pills alter your chemistry in your brain, telling the brain that it's all okay. But the root cause is not here. The root cause is here in your heart. So switching your heart rhythm is more effective than changing the chemistry. And that is what is the new paradigm now within the science. So let's do a quick exercise. Okay. I'm going to talk about, I want your help. Okay. I need all you to put in chat. What are the depleting emotions? Okay. What are what emotions? Now let's talk about emotions just a minute before I talk about that. Here. Emotions. See, guys, emotions there are no right or wrong emotions. Okay. No right or wrong emotions. But there are depleting or renewing emotions. Depleting means which depletes your battery or charges your battery. Okay. Depleting or renewing emotions. There are no right or wrong. It is a big myth that meditators should not get angry. I used to get this a lot. I'm sure all our meditators here get. You are a meditator. Why are you so angry? You should not be angry. You should be in Zen mode 24/7. This is a total myth. No. We need emotions. We need anger. We need frustration. If I was not frustrated with my job, 9 to 5 job, I would have never been here doing what I'm doing. That frustration was good. I needed that emotion. So if Gandhi was not frustrated, we would have never, all the freedom fighters were not frustrated, we would have never got independence. So anger, frustrations are good. So cortisol is good for us. We need cortisol. Like stress hormones are adrenaline and cortisol. When they rise, that is when it is like when you're in stress, it is like taking acids, pouring them on you. Stress hormones, pour acids. So that is how you are killing yourself. So, but cortisol is good. Why? Because if you don't have cortisol in your body, you will never wake up. You will be just sleeping because you need that alarm system. So you need, like when a car is coming to hit you, you will never set the brake if you don't have cortisol. So we need cortisol, but in balance. Okay. So we need all emotions. There is no good or bad emotions. Every emotion, it has a purpose. This is the first thing I want to convey out of this whole session. So let's do the exercise right now. Tell me the depleting emotions I like this slide because it shows like actually this emotion is depleting your energy. When you're angry, the famous quote, what is being angry at somebody? Again, Zubia says angry at somebody is like you drink poison and hoping the other person, wishing bad for the other person. Rejections, absolutely. Rejection, like feeling rejected, feeling sadness, feeling of fear. Natasha, fear is total depleting emotion. Comparisons, yes, judgments, basically. Anger, hurt, anxiousness, self-deprecation, emotions, talks, yes. Yes, anxiousness is basically poor thinking. Poor thinking is not an emotion. What happens with poor thinking? That think about the emotions. Betrayed, yes, the feeling of betrayal or feeling of guilt or shame, feeling that shame in our body, the embarrassments, feeling shame, guilt, regrets. No control over things, feeling like you're out of control, like you don't have, that can be an emotion. Jealous, yes. Fear, jealousy, hatred. Yeah. Violence, like, again, hatred, violence, I guess. So what else? Impatience, that is right here. Fear, frustration, lack of external support. Lack of external support. How does that make you feel? What emotion is it triggering? Think about that. Unexpected behavior. That is not an emotion. Think about emotions, guys. Rage, yes. Lack of gratitude. How does it, again, we're talking about emotions here. So think about all the emotions that gives you, that depletes you. Crying, sadness, grief is an emotion, which actually, like after you cry for 1 hour, you're like completely depleted. You just go and sleep. So loss of hope, lust, addictions, maybe, loss of hope, because we feel we are separated when there is no support from others. Separateness. So you feel lonely. You feel sad, basically. Shame. Trauma. So all of these are depleting. What it actually does is it reduces your muscle mass, brain cell death. You are actually getting stupider. I'm using the word stupid. When you are in stress, you become stupid. Why? Literally, because your thinking brain, your cortical brain is shut down. It's more in getting the task done. That is why all your energy goes there. That's why you ace. Why you ace? Because it is your survival. I have to get this presentation out. Otherwise, I'll lose my job. I won't get my recognition. If I do that, I'll go back to living. I cannot afford my lifestyle. All the way back to death, always death. All of these things, your ego is always trying to protect you from failure. Okay, guys. Your ego is always trying to protect you from failure. Why do I have to dress up in a family gathering? Because I do not want to be shamed. And shame, it's okay to die, but die out of shame. This is our programming. I cannot be shamed. I will die rather than be shamed. So to protect that thing, our ego works hard to not to fail, but failure is the part of the process. You cannot be successful. A baby has to fall before the baby runs and walks, falls and gets up, falls and gets up. That is the nature, that is the process, the law of nature. But yet we make failure as a complete opposite of it. I cannot fail. This was my fear when I started business. I'm like, I'm leaving my absolutely amazing job to do a business of no idea what I'm going to do. If I fail in this, what are my friends going to say? What are my family going to say? I don't want to fail. This was the fear. And I had to battle that fear. I had to change my programming, subconscious programming to overcome that. So these are pretty real. So these are, whenever you have this, these are depleting your emotions. Now, let's see what renewing emotions are. Again, what would be the renewing emotions? What gives you energy? Like it energizes you. Emotions and attitudes such as care, forgiveness. Yes, Pratiksha, forgiveness completely frees you, charges you, love, joy, thankfulness, gratitude, appreciation, tolerance. These actually create hormones in our body called DHEA, which are happy hormones. So they actually rejuvenate you. Helping, selfless act, correct. Self-love, acceptance, yes. Compassion, tolerance, patience, non-judgment, no competition, no comparison. All of this renews your energy. Of course, meditation. Sweta, 100 marks to you. Meditation, being with the nature, dancing, doing what you love, which is part of self-love, renews you, gives you energy. So now think about it. Now your homework, guys, service. Yes, service. Again, selfless act, not expecting anything. You do something, not expecting anything. That renews your energy. Right? So let's see. Unconditional love. Okay. So let me stop sharing here for a minute. So now what I want to give you a quick homework is, now we cannot change anything unless we identify what the problem is. If we don't know where the problem is, so how can we change it? So first thing is being aware of where we are, in which, again, this can go deeper. I'll just try to give you a simple homework. See in your everyday, put 4 check marks, okay? Quarter, morning, afternoon, evening, night. See where you are. What are your emotions? Are you feeling sad, happy? Like maybe we can do as seasons: summer, happy; spring, you're excited; or is it winter? Or for, like, think about that, stormy or cloudy. How do you feel? Think about the winters, think about the seasons, and map your day. Where are you living? See, it's okay to go visit a stormy day, an anger day, but I don't want you to create a house under a storm and live there. Okay, so it is about where are you living most of your day. First, being identifying, and then we can go on and on. If you guys are interested, we can do a whole course on this subject, especially. It can be a whole 5-week, 4-week sessions we can do. So I would like to know if you want to talk more about this, we can take this further. We are almost at the end of the hour now. So just think about it. So once you are aware, you can put more intentions to change that. And how do we change that? We'll do it. So meditation, how does meditation help? Meditation creates more self-awareness, brings you into present moment. So you can be more aware of what is happening within you. You can be more aware of your own emotions, your own rhythms, your own patterns. What is coming up? Pratiksha says, yes, please, especially way to cope up. Yes. Let's plan a whole stress management course. Absolutely amazing, guys. It is truly a transforming for most of the professionals here. So that is how meditation, everyday meditation, that is why meditation is the foundation. You got to be self-aware. So many times we can't even see what is being projected. Tomorrow the class is, you create your own reality. If you thought today was great, tomorrow will be absolutely mind-blowing, because we're going to actually talk about manifestation, how you create your own life. Okay, so today we talked about the importance of managing your emotions and the importance of meditation for that you need, that meditation brings you into that present moment, grounding you, so that you have that space now to work on that. Now the techniques to work on that, we'll do that. I'll share with you one technique today. Okay, let's do it. Whenever you feel anxious, whenever you feel like you are in a reactive mode, so your friend sends something mean to you and you have to react, at that time, I encourage you to take a pause. Okay, take a pause. Now let's do this. This is not meditation. What I'm going to share with you is not meditation. It is a self-regulating technique that you can share with anybody. So what you do is, you can do this eyes open or eyes closed, because it's not meditation. You can do anywhere. You can do walking, you can do driving, you can do sitting. But today, for just practice purpose, we'll do it eyes closed. Okay. So I would invite you to close your eyes with me, or you can open your eyes. It's up to you. And just breathe in and out through your heart or your chest area. Take deep and slow breaths. Breathe in for 5 seconds. Breathe out for 5 seconds. In and out through your heart. If it helps you, you can place your hands on your heart if it helps you. Just breathing in and out through your heart. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Let's do that for a minute. Deep and slow breaths. 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. Okay, let's come back to this conversation. So I didn't say come back to your body, because you're not leaving your body in this. This is not meditation. This is a self-regulating, emotional regulating technique that you can use anytime, whenever. First, we need to identify a trigger. We can do this whole exercise in the stress management workshop. I'll put that together. So if you're interested, let us know. We'll get you added on to that. We'll do this. And you can learn 6 different techniques on how to manage it, which has communication, energetic communications, how to work on relationships, decision-making, intuition, working on your understanding the physiology, the science of all of this we are talking, getting more deeper into it. So all of these topics can be, and also there's another great topic, which is care versus overcare. There's something called overcare. There's a fine line between care. I care for you, but over caring. So we'll discuss this topic is also covered in that. So we can do all of that together. I'm a bit confused how it's different than meditation, because you are still in here. You can do this open-eyed. You can, if you're in a meeting and you have to present next and you're very anxious, you don't close your eyes and you don't have to just observe your breath and do not think. That is meditation. You can sit in a meeting and start just deep and slow breaths. You're just working on your breathing pattern here. Deep and slow breaths and breathe in through your heart. So why heart? I was hoping somebody would ask that question. Why, Pari? Why should I breathe with heart? Because remember what I said. The root cause is not here. The root cause is here. So when I do the deep breaths, slow breaths, I am switching the heart pattern, the signature the heart is sending to the brain. So when I switch the signature, now I'm sending the brain calm signature. Okay. So that means then I'm telling my brain everything is okay. Have you seen the movie Three Idiots? All is well. All is well. I'm all fine. So I'm telling my brain it's all okay. Don't panic. Everything is fine. Don't trigger my stress response and release those acids in me. I'm going to take care of this. So when you send that response, your field is broadcasting that. So you attract. So now you have the power to be in a more responding state than in a reactive state. So you can think. Your thinking ability doesn't get shut down. You can think and be innovative, be creative. So this is the game changer, is being able to be in that calm position. That this is the advantage. This is where you excel. This is where you are, you're ahead of the game. See, this is, I used to do this technique when I'm getting sudden stress, give sudden relief. Yeah, when you practice this more and more, you are building your resilience. You're building your capacity now for the reserve when you need it. And with this, it's 10:30 here. So we're going to end, guys. I know I can go on and on. I love this topic. This is one of my favorite topics, and I want to share this with everybody so you can implement this and also teach with kids. I teach my kids as well. Whenever they get angry, mad, throwing stuff, breathe in and out. Breathe through your heart. Very simple, easy technique. This is the first basic technique. There are more techniques that build up on this. So thank you so much, guys, for being here, for your presence, and all and all the new members who have joined today. Truly appreciate your time. Again, these 21 days absolutely are going to shift your frequency. So stick with us. There are more amazing classes coming up. And after this, we are putting up some master classes as well for you to join in, so that we are not done after 21 days. We keep meeting and learn more. So thank you so much. Tomorrow's topic is you create your own reality. We're going to touch a lot of fun stuff tomorrow. See you then. Same time, 9 p.m. We'll meet, first meditate, and then do the talk. Thank you so much.
All right, dear masters. So this was a very absorbing, very deep, very detailed session on emotional intelligence. If this one thing we are able to learn properly and implement in our life, this can change our total experience of life. And the reason is that we live in a social setup where we interact with people day in and day out. And every interaction requires knowledge of emotions, my emotions and emotions of others. If we have that intelligence developed, we can make this experience of interaction much more harmonious, much more intelligent, much more beneficial for everyone. So, and the root of all this is meditation. Meditation brings the awareness of self. When you have awareness of self, you are in awareness of what's going on inside. You can implement so many more things. So this is a very important thing all of us have learned today. So I'm really appreciating all of you being there throughout this, and little extra time, but it's certainly worth it. So thank you so much for being with us. If you have any questions or anything you want to share or ask, you can do that now. You can unmute and talk if you are still not sleepy. For me, it is daytime, but for all of you, it's night.
Hi.
Hi.
I know it's a bit late, but I'd say I really agreed with what she was saying about breathing. So maybe just a small thing. It's late, but just a small thing for me. I used to get like quite upset, and I used to feel bad that I was angry. I was like, no, don't be angry, or say that, like, the bad emotions. But these days I've learned with literally, it's been very helpful, like she said, to breathe. So I will not respond to someone. I will not react. Like if someone has upset me, I'll breathe. I'll focus on my breath, even if it's just 5 breaths, so that I can respond rather than react. And it's been very helpful. So thank you for the session.
Wonderful. Yes, that's a very good practice. And you see, you are able to do that, this whole thing, because you were aware that I'm about to react, right? So you took that action just in time before the reaction comes out. Reaction is a natural response of our system. And if we are able to control it just in time, just before it triggers, we can have a different experience altogether. That's what this is. So, yeah, wonderful. If you are able to practice that, fantastic. Thank you for sharing that experience, Natasha. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else would like to say something about this?
Hello, everyone. I've been wanting to just kind of say a lot of thank you. You guys already have this information and have all the sources to continue getting it, but at least you guys took your time and decided to involve everyone who is willing. And I don't think there is anything in this world today that is as important as what we are sharing here. And every time I think about it, and especially how you always feel very happy to be with us, to take your time to be with us and to share everything and to answer our questions. It's something we are really feeling thankful about, and I wanted to express that gratitude. You guys should know that we really appreciate your time and all the effort you're taking.
Thank you. Thank you, David. Thanks a lot. I appreciate your gratitude. Thank you so much. Now, please do understand that all of us can be in this state of doing our things. Anything we do it with joy and happiness. Why? Because our inner state is joyful and happy. So internally, if I'm happy and joyful, whatever I do will express it, right? So when I'm interacting with you, it's my inner state which is being reflected in my interactions. So just, and all of you have the same ability. It's just working on that state within, right? Inner state, if you work on it, and like there is no other way but meditation. That's the key. Meditation is what helps me do this. I'm not like just very quickly, it's too late for you, but I meditate every morning when I get up from bed. I just jump into my meditation chair and sit there, do my meditation for any time between 1.5 to 2 hours. Somewhere in between, I come out of my meditation in a natural way. Now, this meditation helps me remain composed and calm through the day. And now, one statistic that people have been throwing around, and I will repeat it for you, is that half an hour of proper meditation is equivalent to more than 2 hours of deep sleep. So what I do is I cut down on my sleep time. If I don't have time, like 2 hours, finding 2 hours in a day in a busy life is very difficult. So what I do, I wake up earlier. So like I have an alarm set on my phone to get me up every morning at 4:45. I just get up, jump into the chair, start my meditation, right? So this, I mean, like if you are finding time constraints for meditation, you can think about this. Slightly cut down on your sleep time and change it into meditation. It is going to give you much more relaxation than you would otherwise have got just by remaining sleeping. So just something for you to consider. Sharing from experience. All right. Yes, please. Please unmute and speak, Munira.
Hello, Salishri, and I also want to say a big thank you to all of you, to the whole PMC group for doing this. It's really heartwarming that you've taken your time and energy to teach us all this. I just have one question. So I practice meditation. I wake up in the morning, and I go to our prayer house, our Jamaat Khana, and I practice for, at the most, I would say half an hour. Okay, starting I've been doing it actually Monday to Friday, and I try and get into a routine to do that. But my daytime, I find it very difficult when I have negative thoughts come in my mind. And since I've started this course, I try and take my attention and start to go into my breath, and do the in and out just to make myself feel present. But it's very difficult, especially during the daytime, and the thoughts just keep coming. They keep coming, like maybe for just a moment it would disappear, but then again it comes back. And I'd love you to give us some tips of how can we control that now. I know hopefully meditation will help, and with a lot of practice, eventually we should be in a state where our mind is completely without thoughts. But during the daytime, the busyness where everything is just buzzing in, it's a full day. How do you control this? Or what's a better tip to, like, what can you advise?
Yes. So one thing is that a sustained practice of meditation over a longer period of time is going to give you results. Initially, the progress will seem very slow, but then it starts to ramp up very rapidly after a certain period, which will depend again on the time you're spending on meditation and your consistency in practice of meditation. These are two very important things. Both these things are going to determine how fast you can achieve the state of being composed and calm. You will never be thoughtless. I can guarantee you that thing. Don't even try to become thoughtless. Thoughts will be there. But your ability to deal with the thoughts will change. How you respond to the thoughts will change. Few things that I can tell you is that introduce discipline of time in your life. Time discipline. Dedicate 1/3 of your day. So say, for example, you sleep for 6 hours or 7 hours in a day. Rest of the time that you have, 16, 17 hours that you have, those hours, 1/3 of that, dedicate to personal growth.
Okay.
Yes, it's not easy. Today you count how many hours you spend on yourself, it's abysmal. Literally nothing. So you have to increase that time which you will devote to yourself. That is first. So in your mind, make that a priority. if you create that priority, then what will happen? Let me tell you how this will take care of your time. If you are spending time on your personal growth, your ability to do other things will improve significantly. So say, for example, you normally take 2 hours in cooking. And if you start focusing on your own health and well-being, your cooking time probably will reduce to 1.5 hours, and you will squeeze that half hour out of that activity. And so your efficiency will improve very significantly, because your energy levels, your health of the mind, your thinking ability, all these are going to be working at their prime. And when they are all working together at prime, your efficiency will be super. You will be able to do things just like that. You won't even realize you have finished some tasks. That's how quickly time will pass. So initially you will have to put in effort to prioritize self-care. My wellness is most important. Because if I am not well, everything else is useless. I may have tons of money in the bank. What is it useful for? If I'm not happy, if I'm not well, that's all useless. What am I doing all that for? Think about these questions in your mind. So priority is, I need to be well, full of energy, full of good health, a good mind, healthy mind. If you bring focus to that, you will begin to see changes coming very rapidly. So once again, how fast you are going to reach there will depend on how much you invest in yourself. Okay, meditation, improving your meditation quality, consistency, time will help definitely in many ways, not just about your thinking, negative thinking, but also about your efficiency. In so many ways, it will change your life, right? So please do try that. Give it some thought. You can't change life in a day. Everybody around you still is doing the same thing, right? You are changing. Be careful about this, right? If you begin to change, everyone around you will have to readjust to your changes. So don't become abruptly different. You cannot, right? You have to live with the same people. So gradually introduce changes to your lifestyle in a way that others get used to it slowly and gradually. So initially, be patient. Then they will begin to adapt and understand. They themselves may begin to change. Your vibration is going to bring about changes in your environment automatically. That you will see. Now, negative thinking, once again, I talked about it, I think in a day or two earlier, comes from fear within. So you will have to work on fear inside you. There is something which is causing you trouble inside, and that's the root of negative thinking. Being in the present will always help you. So be in the moment. All negative thoughts come either from the past or from future. Anytime you get negative thought, immediately check on yourself. Am I in the past or am I in the future? Why not in the present? The moment you think of the present, what am I doing? All the things will go away. You won't have those negative thoughts anymore. Bring your awareness to the present. Like you were saying, I try to bring my awareness to the breath. It is not helping. Bring to what you were doing. Whatever task you had in your hand, bring your awareness to that task. And then things will change for you. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Malam. Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, I'll continue with the same topic, and I must appreciate and thank you very much for all the sessions and the very intellectual discussion all we having, and it is really appreciable and a very commanding job you all are doing. We appreciate that one. And in continue to that, always, like, I'm working for a logistic company, and we have daily so many of things which affect our day-to-day emotions also. So at a times when I had an interaction with my bosses, and they say Malam, you're reacting so fast, you're not responding. So in today's session, I have learned one thing is that there is a big difference between response and reacting. And I wanted to know from you, like the way you are so composed, calm, and I mean, to having interaction with you is always a pleasureful mood. I mean, we feel very happy to see you as well. So wanted to know how I can change a little bit about on that my day-to-day workings to be more of responsive rather than reacting, because I have noticed with my attitude and with my I immediately react so fast, and that's where my bosses are always telling that, Malam, reacting immediately is not at all good. It shows your negativity, it shows your instability, it shows something which is you're not mature. And so I really wanted to work in depth and wanted to overcome with my this habit of reacting so fast. So wanted to know from you how to get rid of this.
The simple answer is meditation. Do more meditation. Once again, through meditation, your inner state will change. Your inner state is going to change. You will not notice it right away, but when you look back after maybe 3 months, when you look back today's situation, you will see, oh my God, I have come so far. Your inner conditioning will change. Primary cause of reaction, in any case, I mean, think about it. Every reaction comes from fear within. Most of the things that we have are actually caused by fear in the root of some fear of losing something, right? So why some trigger has happened and you react. Why have you reacted? Because in self-defense, you are trying to defend self. Why would you want to defend? Because you feel you are being attacked. And attack is bringing fear inside you. That fear is causing you to react, right? This is the common phenomenon. That's the mechanics. So work on the fears. There is nothing to be afraid of. Trust me, ultimately, you are going to find out in your own life. If you do not have the fear of losing something, you will never react. And why you should not have fear of losing something? Because you do not have anything to lose. Trust me. There is nothing that you have which you can lose. Do some thinking about that thing. When I'm saying there is nothing that you can lose, trust me that there is nothing that you have nothing. Think about, like supposing tomorrow morning, I don't even wake up. I'm gone, right? So all that I have around me, does it go with me? No. Why will it remain here? Because it does not belong to me. When we are in a body, when we are on earth, we are given a suit to wear, which is called the body, and that is given to us on rent. We are borrowing things here. We don't own any damn thing. If we owned, it will go with us. We don't own anything, none of these things. And that realization comes over time. When you begin to meditate, this realization will come. Ultimately, what am I spending my time on? I'm wasting my time on acquiring assets, which are not even mine. Where am I putting my time? If I begin to understand the difference, oh, no. I need to spend time on something which I own permanently. And that is my mind. Mind goes with us. And if you work on your mind, you have won this whole battle completely. So to win over the mind, you have to know the mind, understand the mind. And that understanding will come from meditation. I will keep on giving you little bits of information every now and then to trigger thinking in your mind. But ultimately, you have to discover your own mind. It's in you. And your mind is not like mine. Every one of us has a different mind. So you will have to work on your own mind. I will just keep giving you ideas and thoughts. Maybe think about it like this, maybe deeper this way, that way. I'm just going to give you hints. But actual deep thinking has to happen by you. Why? Because your inner wisdom will open up. When you think, your inner wisdom is going to open up and show you things which you are not even aware of. You will see it yourself. Trust me on this. I'm saying from experience. When I was younger like you, I used to think the same as you are. I was very reactive. And then slowly, as I started working on myself, I began to understand and know myself deeper. Oh, this is what goes on in my mind. When you start meditating, you will see where your mind is going. You will see patterns. You will begin to, oh, okay, this is what. Just 3 days ago, I realized a thing which has happened something like 35 years ago. I found the reason for that 3 days ago. So just think how our minds, once you start becoming aware, you again start understanding, oh my God. So like the thing 3 days ago, what I found was, I have now developed, I've been having this habit of unconscious eating. So I'm like working on the computer, trying to write a program, doing some coding, whatever. And I'm in that deep thinking process, I'm constantly eating chips, popcorn, whatever. And long ago, my wife told me that you never used to eat like this, and nowadays you are eating just without even knowing you are eating. Every now and then I am standing in front of my pantry. So what is going on? And like I could never figure out. I still remember what she told me. Now she's no more. But 3 days ago, that thing that popped up in my mind. Well, this is a continuation of your habit of smoking. I used to smoke long time ago, and about something like 24, 25 years ago, I stopped smoking completely. And when I stopped smoking, that habit of holding that cigarette in the hand was basically, whenever I was in deep thinking, I was trying to catch on to something. And so holding the cigarette got converted to eating things. Holding chips in my hand, holding popcorn in my hand, that's what it became actually. And that continues to date. I gave up smoking, but that inner way of handling stress was continuing the same way. Now I know, I'm aware of it. Now I pay attention. So like 3 days ago, I learned this thing. Now I'm actually in awareness of how I am dealing with stress in my mind. So that's giving you examples of how life changes. These understandings will change our own patterns, our own lifestyle. Knowing yourself will happen, and you will do it. Trust me, you have the ability. None of us is born without those abilities. We all have. We are just not conscious of it. So once you are becoming more aware, you will do it. I can guarantee you, you will be able to do it.
Thank you very much.
Shailesh, here I'm feeling like everybody who are in this platform maybe around 40, 50 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
So like as per in our group, whenever I heard the masters, like whatever is your age, at least that much minute you have to meditate for once in a day, right? So like all of us need like minimum 1 hour one time in a day, right? So maybe we can start like morning meditation, maybe after this 21 days complete, and we will complete our 41 days challenge also. So at least for morning, we can meet for meditation. That will be a better solution.
I would rather morning meditations, I would rather want everyone to do on their own, not in a group.
Okay.
Personal meditation practice is the most important.
But at least 1 hour.
Yeah.
My suggestion is at least 1 hour.
Yeah, that's
daily.
Okay. I would, to me, higher priority is not the 1 hour. Higher priority is consistent practice. If you can do 45 minutes every day, fine. Half an hour every day for a long period of time, that will automatically become 1 hour. Once you have done it maybe for 3 months or 6 months, you would want to remain in meditative state more and more. And that desire is going to bring you to this level. To me, what is more important is sustained practice. So commit to what you can do on a long-term basis. Make that commitment to yourself, not to me. Everyone has to commit to themselves, because it's my own progress. It's my own, it's for me. And if I have highest priority for me, then that becomes my priority.
That's
Right?
why we say 40 days challenge.
Yeah, 40 days challenge is going to now give you a flavor. If people have not meditated in the past and they are meditating now, they will get the flavor of meditation. They can understand, well, yes, it does something, right? Not doing something gives me something. Funny thing, right? Meditation is not doing. And when you start not doing, you get so much. So yeah, there are so many things. I can keep talking forever on this topic. But yes, please, I'm very happy that you guys asked these questions today. Please do keep asking questions. Post your questions in the group as well. I am happy to answer. At least I can tell you what I have seen in my life, what I have experienced. And up to you to then use that information or maybe create your own experiences. You can do it. Yeah.
And like beginning, we used to show these spiritual reality movies every day, you know, all parts we are like we people who are joining us from the beginning, they used to watch. Nowadays, it is available on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So I will keep on posting in our group. So every day, please keep on watching. It's amazing movie, which gives you a lot of idea about this.
Yes.
So don't miss any messages in our group, because Sailesh ji, Monica ji, me, everyone is posting very good information on our group.
Yeah.
So like take advantage of it.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and please watch that movie. Whole 57 minute of spiritual reality movie is also available on our YouTube channel, PMC Africa. So just subscribe that channel and keep on watching.
Yeah.
We are keeping so many good videos on that. So just look at it.
Good. All right. Thank you, dear masters. Thank you so much for being so patient. Thank you for being part of this session today. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And good night.
Yeah, good night.
We are ending the sessions.